Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, esteemed opponents, and audience, good day. Today, we stand to strongly support the motion this House will give social media services and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Why? Because imprisonment is not always the best solution for non-violent offenders such as gamblers, instead giving them an alternative punishment. So, social media service and skill training offer society a more effective, human, and constructive path. My first argument is about the nature of gambling offenses. First, let us be clear. Gambling offenders are not violent criminals. They are not murderers, robbers, or rapists. Many of them fall into gambling because of financial desperation, peer pressure, and addiction. Imprisoning them does not solve these root causes. In fact, time often makes things worse. It destroys families, cut off income, and burn them with a new criminal record that ruin their chance of rehabilitation. Instead of wasting taxpayers' money to keep them behind bars, we should redirect these offenders toward meaningful correction, something that helps both them and society. Why social media service? Secondly, social media service is a modern, relevant, and impactful alternative. We live in a digital age where social media influences millions of people daily. Gambling is often promoted online, especially through illegal platform. What better way to combat this than having former offenders contribute to the fight by spreading awareness on this same platform? Imagine an offenders, instead of sitting on a prison, producing online campaigns about the danger of gambling, addiction, sharing personal testimonies, or even helping government counter illegal gambling ads. This turned their mistake into a powerful tool for education. It is both restorative and preventive. Restorative because offenders give back to society. Preventive because their campaign can stop others from repeating the same mistake. My third argument is about why skill training. Thirdly, skill training provides long-term rehabilitation. At the heart of gambling addiction is often unemployment, poverty, or lack of financial literacy. If offenders are trained in a digital skills, entrepreneurship, or vocational work, they gain the tools to support themselves legally and sustainably. Instead of being trapped in the cycle of gambling and punishment, they are given a chance to contribute to the economy, support their families, and rebuild their dignity. Imprisonment isolates people. Skill training empowers them. My fourth argument is about cost and effectiveness. Let's be also practical. Imprisonment is expensive. Housing, feeding, and guarding prisoners drain public resources. Studies in many countries show that alternatives like community service and rehabilitation are far cheaper and save lower residence rates. By giving them offenders productive work and education, society saves money and gains more contributing citizens. It is an investment with higher returns than locking them up. My fifth argument is about moral and social responsibility. Finally, we must remember that justice is not only about punishment, but also about restoration. The goal should not just be to punish offenders, but to reduce reoffense and protect society. By giving social media services and skill training, we are not accusing gambling. We are addressing it more intelligently. We are recognizing that imprisonment should be reserved for dangerous criminals, while those who can be reformed should be given that chance. This policy solves compassion, responsibility, and forward thinking. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, we on the proposition believe this motion stands on the strong ground. But my first point is about gambling offenders are not violent criminals. Secondly, social media services help raise awareness and repair harm. Thirdly, skill training provides lasting rehabilitation. And lastly, it is cheaper, smarter, and more human than imprisonment. Therefore, we urge you to support this motion about this house would give social media service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Thank you.